Hello there. Hey, it's me, RJ, again. Today, before I even get started, I wanted to say this. I don't think I ever got to it, so I'm trying it now. First of all, I wanted to ask you guys for permission if I can listen to the music while I play and make my videos or TV show and see just for like special effects or something, like from when I play my music while I'm doing my videos. If I could get your permission from any of you superstars, WWE superstars, or music artists or anything, TV shows, something like that, if I could get your permission to use it while I make my videos, because I'm not copywriting at all. I'm not copywriting. I don't do copyright, and I'm not making a profit off your stuff. And I'm just using it to, motivate to like get my videos, a little bit more attention, like, or not attention, but a prospect, like trying to entertain a little bit more. But I'm just trying my best. But I ask y'all to use it so I can send a message. That's why I do it. But anyway, today's video right here, this one right here, is going out to everybody that's watched my videos and everybody who's seen and talked about my videos. That's good. And everybody who's watched. Now, I'm here doing this to say this is not easy for me, but it is easy for me. I'll just say it. I'm here to apologize to all of you, and I'm sorry, and I apologize deeply, dearly in my heart for what I did and what I said, because I just realized today that even though y'all don't leave comments, doesn't mean you're not supporting me. And for all those who are supporting me, even without leaving comments, and I'm glad I'm gladly you do support me. And for that, I'm here for you. And I hope to see you in public, and you let me know that you watch my videos, and you let me know how'd you like them, what you think. And I apologize for being disrespectful to anybody if I offended anybody, and I'm sorry, but the kind of comments I was getting, I felt so tolerated and disrespected. But I was just sending a message across. But I apologize to anybody I might have offended. But I'm just realizing that just because you don't leave a comment doesn't mean you're not supporting me. And I'm glad for all those around the world that support me. And I just realized I'm getting a lot of support. And I don't even know who's supporting me. So whoever you are supporting me, thank you. And I will look out for you. And I'll try to help you the best I can if I get even more better, and actually go somewhere with this. This is just a start of what I'm doing. And I'm sorry I can't give to everybody right now at this point. But if later on, other than just doing this, I plan on not just doing this forever. I plan on doing something else. But for right now. But if I can, and I do get successful with this, even though I'm not gonna say I won't, but I'm not gonna say it's guaranteed. But if I do somehow, and I get where I need to go and where I want to go, I will happily help out whoever supported me from day one and never gave up on me and believed in me. And I will be there for them. And I won't take it out on everybody that disrespected me and like take it out on everybody in the whole world. And I'm sorry for that. I was totally wrong for that. And I ask you all to please forgive me. Please forgive me. I ask you, I beg you, please forgive me. And I'm sorry. But I was just also making warnings and telling the truth. I might have told the truth, but just like, for example, I was writing a song on how I feel, and I showed it to my friend just like last week. And when I showed it to him last Thursday, he said the song was good, but he said I was being too brutally honest, and like it was like totally, I don't like to use that type of words, but you know what type of words I'm talking about. It was like he was like, it was hardcore, but it was like I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to speak my mind, how I feel, and about the truth and everything. I really wanted to put that out there, and he says he has a guy to help me to make it, but even if I don't, I just continue writing. But I just wanted to now hold up, don't get any ideas. No, I'm not trying to be a music artist at all. I'm not trying to do that. I would never want to be in that industry at all. That industry is messed up. I hate that lifestyle. No offense to y'all who do, but I hate it. I don't even want to be in it, even if I could. Not for me. I stay the heck out of there. Avoid it at all costs. There's only certain things I'm gonna do, and this is one of them. Now, if you feel like something is not right that you don't want to be in, but you still want to do something and get it out there, when it comes to taking jobs, promotions, or opportunity, make sure you feel comfortable with what you're doing and be cautious of everything you're doing and what comes with it and the mistakes and disasters that may come with it or not. And be careful, like when you sign a contract, make sure you really go over that contract to see what it goes through, what it means, and what you actually signing up for. Don't ever sign nothing without reading it or going over with the lawyer. This is for future and music artists and actors and people like that. And this is for all people, period. Don't just sign a contract. Excuse me. Always read it before you sign anything and make sure you know what you're signing or what you agreeing to. And make sure you're getting what you actually deserve. And then some things like certain jobs are just like an actress. Certain roles you do not accept because you don't want to, because it's not you, and it feels to point of a kind of uncomfortable for you. And you know how people view you is like once they see you like that in a show or movie or something, they kind of take that as existence, like that's who you really are, what you really like, but you're not. And I know most of the time people, when they play and act and stuff, they mostly playing a character of who they really are, but not who they really are. Like some of them, the way they act in it is like who they really are. Like, for example, you ever see the Parkers? The way Nikki Parker acts in there in that show, I believe that's how Nikki really is, with her attitude and everything. And don't take no, but don't play around. But sometimes I wonder, is she nice? Could she be nice? I don't know. Is she just violent, or is she loving, or she's just judgmental? I don't know. But I'm not trying to judge her. I'm not trying to judge nobody. I don't even know her, so I'm just trying to think. Because sometimes I be trying to figure these people out, but I could never figure them out. The only person I could figure out is myself. Basically, that's the only person anybody could figure out. Is himself truly honest. But what I'm saying is, because be comfortable with what you choose to do and make sure you're comfortable doing it. And then if you want to do something but you're not sure how, or you're not ready, get yourself ready, prepare yourself mentally and emotionally before you do it, and then start working on it, and slowly it'll come to you. And this is me trying to build up a speech for people who want to listen, and adults, kids, anybody who will listen. And I'm here for you. And if I actually get bigger and do something with this, and it actually grows into something, I will give back to my place, my hometown, where I come from. Since nobody else would, I will. If I can do something with this and make something happen. And then after that, I'll try to make something happen better for all around the world. And not just America, outside of America, in America, all around, if I can. Now, I won't have any power guarantee that, but I'm not trying to make anything like that in there. I'm not trying to put that in here. So watch that out. But I'm just trying to say, give yourself an opportunity. Be positive. And but also at the same time as you being positive, also be negative. Not to saying the negative is bad, but negative can be good for you sometimes and makes you help make better decisions and choices. So try to be positive and negative at the same time, sometimes more than one another, and think about which this is going to cause, what can happen, and then sometimes you just got to take all the fear and everything and just go on and do it. Don't, and you just like, all right, I did it, I'm prepared, I waited long enough, it's time. And you do something. And don't take forever. And now, also there's something else I wanted to mention. I was going to wait to make it in another video. I think I might as well do it here. But after I say this, I know a lot of women is going to hate me for saying this. I know a lot of women is going to really hate me for saying this right here. They going to really be on cussing me out and everything. But it's okay. It's going to be alright. But I believe that, well, it's a dream of mine, but I can't make it happen. But I believe we could, let women play in the NFL and the NBA and, on some of our sports teams. And, join together with the guys. And that make it better and equal for a lot of us. I mean, it's like a dream come true and basically what they're fighting for. And it'd be less compromission with the competitive guy versus woman, and females go on the teams with guys in hockey, all types of stuff, and all around the world, play together at the same time and have better chances of, making a better thing go around the world, and, getting along and not competing, having to think the whole world got to compete with sexes, the races, and all that. Forget it, squash it. You don't need to do all that, all right? I mean, but really, I wanted to see a woman to be in the NBA, not just one woman, no. Like, if females want to compete in the NBA, allow them to compete in the NBA along with the fellas. And that could be a good thing. And it would be a good thing for the NFL too. And females are just as good and just as talented and strong just as us men. But it's like, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. It depends on the person. And we need to give them more opportunities. Like I said, that lady should have been in the White House as president by now. I wanted her to be the president, but I know it don't work out just because I want it that way. But she should have been in as president right now, because to be honest, it's been a long time, and it's about time that we had a female president. I mean, the world is ready for a whole world of female presidents right now. And it's not fair to just keep putting a man in as a president. We want to see some female presidents by now. I mean, come on, make history happen. Real history. And have a... having her as president, who knows what it could have done. If you would have given her the right power and everything and let her do what she had to do, she probably would have made things better. Now, I know some people say what somebody sees as their vision is the way they want it to see as America go. That's not how it's supposed to be. But think about it. It's already like that. It's about how people believe and the way to go, what they think is America great, and that's the way it goes. But then somebody else's vision doesn't count. Now, that's wrong, because we should count. Everything we say, everything we believe, we should count. And we should be free. What I'm saying is, I want a female president. I want our freedom. I want everybody to get treated right, equal, and positively, and stop all the violence, stop all the negativity. Everybody just get along. Well, everybody can't get along. I'm not gonna lie. That's impossible. It will never happen. It's always gonna be some hatred, some type of way. I know. I ain't stupid. But I just try to look out for people. And if you see me and I might be trying to talk to a kid or something, or I'm talking to your kid or something, or I'm trying to give your kid something, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to help the little kids out, because I like kids and I look out for them. And I'm so used to, like being around kids, helping them out, and, help them grow up, teach them. But it's just, I'm not trying to be creepy. I'm not creep. It's just, I just want them to have a better life than what a lot of people have, especially adults nowadays. I want to show them there are kind people out here that really care about them and want the best for them, in all honesty. Even if they don't know the kids, even if the kids don't know them, and still be by their side. I'm sick of talking about the law too. I'm sick about talking about government. But sometimes, even though you're sick of it, you got to, but I'm trying not to. But I really wanted a female president, especially a black female president. That would have been real good for history. And Black History Month for February and the Sun is Study. Oh, that would have been right next to the Dr. King speech. Right next to it. And not only will we have our first black president of the world, we will have our first black female president. Now that's something bigger. Even bigger. You don't have to agree with me, but it'd be bigger. And also, just because females can box, and I figure if with female boxing, why not get females to box men too, and in the ring for championships, and not just stick to one, because they could box the guys too, and beat them, or the guys could beat them. There's all types of ways. And look at Muhammad Ali's daughter, and she a good boxer, and she can do really good in the ring. And I think she's well enough to go in the ring with a lot of these guy boxers today. She could probably teach them a thing or two too. Apparently with her, and I think her pops taught her a lot too when it comes to boxing. But she learned a lot on her own, I believe. But also, women can do stuff that we guys can do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But also remember this. Just like women can do other stuff that guys can do other stuff that women can too. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing to be embarrassed about or made fun of. And think about it like this. People make fun of you, okay? Just look at it this way. If somebody's making fun of you, ignore them. They don't get it, leave them alone. Ignore them, keep walking away. And look at it like this. If they make fun of you, they're just looking for a reason to make fun of you, make themselves feel good. And if somebody's making fun of you, don't pay no mind. Because reality, that's their problem, not yours. They're just trying to make fun of you to feel good. That's typically why people make fun of each other. Right? Don't let that stuff get to you or put you down. As if this moment forward, I'm speaking to everybody in the world that's listening to my videos and watches me. I'm about to take a risk and do something else, but at this moment forward, for everybody in the world, black, white, race, I don't care what your race is, I don't care if you're a female or not, I don't care what you are. At this moment, no, I want everybody here to just take a long look. Like, for now on, just don't worry what anybody else wants you to be. Don't worry about anything. Just do what makes you happy. Just do what makes you happy. As long as it makes you happy, you do something with it. And don't worry about what other people say, because that's what holds you back. And you could be a positive change in somebody's life. You could actually change somebody's life and you not even know it. And everybody is somebody. And don't take life for granted, because it's short, and a lot of people don't even live to get certain ages, and kids die young, especially nowadays, and don't even get to see a good future. And some kids that are still living still don't get to see a good future at all, because they're getting locked up and forever, and or for a long time, they don't get the chance to experience life. By the time they get out and it's over for them, they have nowhere to begin, nowhere to start, and they have to suffer for it. And that's not right. No kid should have to go through that, no matter what age they are. And that's basically brutality abuse, to pit a child away in juvie jail, especially you pit them in jail with a whole bunch of adults. You basically like throwing a piece of meat to the lions for easy meat, like somebody they can easily pick on. And how are they supposed to survive like that? Then a lot of them wind up dead, and you have no care in the world for them, and whether they gone or not, or whether they get beat up or not. That's not sending a message. That's sending disappointment and a shame. And something happens to that kid in there, then their families are sad. They have to pay for all this funeral stuff and everything for them, brothers and sisters and friends and family, all that, and then all because they are misunderstood and misled. You have to help them, teach them, but you got to do it the right way. There's certain ways you got to do it, and where every kid is different. And don't, just because they're kids, they are still human beings. Just because you're an adult, you're still a human being. You still have feelings. You still have ways you hurt. And I'm trying to speak gentle as I can. And I don't want to see another innocent person hurt. And like I said, that's what you should do when it comes to locking people up. You don't throw them away forever. Have a heart and help. I know people do stuff, but you got to help them. And if you're going to expect them to suffer in jail, or they have an attitude, and you throw them in jail forever, they're going to feel like, okay, they ain't got nothing to lose. They'll do anything, and they could do anything to anybody. That's kind of making it worse. This is why I suggest you have to, when you lock somebody up, you don't lock them up forever or all these years and years. What you do is process, and you help them out. Get them therapy, help, counseling, and service. Get them whatever they want to eat. Is a home cooked meal, McDonald's, Chinese food, pizza, whatever they want, and give them more free time and teach it. Like, what I mean, like, help them get degrees if they want to, but also not just degrees. Also help them teach how to communicate without the side of the community, how to make a positive impact on their life, how to, change their life for the better. Help them out, don't just punish them. It's like something could have happened to them as a child and all their lives, and they still maintain from it, destroyed, and it's like they don't have a fair chance. They need some help, and they just need somebody to call to for help. It's like a kid crying out for help, but he can't get none, or she can't get none, and that's not fair to her or him. They say it's a difference between being grown and being a kid and a child and a baby, and old enough to do this, old enough to do that, too young for this, too young for that. That is all, it's nonsense. It's not true. You could be old enough to do anything at any age. You could be young enough to do anything at any age. Age ain't nothing but a number. Let's be honest. It ain't nothing but a number. Like Aaliyah said in her song, Aaliyah sang that in her song. Age is nothing but a number, and she's right. And I've been hearing that my whole life, and I'm going through the whole process, and I've been realizing that for a long time. Age is really nothing but a number. So quit putting too much pressure on anyone just because of their age. That don't mean nothing. It's just an age, a number. That's all it is. And it makes you either older or still young or middle age. But it's just a number. That's it. That's all it is on you. It's a number. Your age, how old you are. Nothing else. I mean, okay, for example, you say kids are too young to have sex, but only adults can have sex. But kids out here having sex all the time and having babies. So obviously they're not too young to have sex. And then you got some of these kids, you say they're too young to have sex, right? But then these kids who have sex and have babies and have kids, a lot of them, I hate to say it, but it's true, a lot of them have proven responsibility and did what they had to do and do what they had to do and brought up their kids and responsible, and they were able to do that and raise their kids good. So you can't say a child is too young. And basically, adults are never too old to do anything either. Like, okay, I gotta use this as an example. I know it's a sorry excuse for example, but like when I was a kid and I saw my dad eating a bowl of cereal, Trix are for kids. I told him, you can't eat that. Trix are for kids. And I was a little kid myself. He's like, Trix, you can eat, anybody can eat Trix. You old enough to eat Trix for anybody. Anybody, it don't matter your age, you can still eat Trix no matter who you are. They say Trix are for kids. Well, Trix is for anybody. Just like anything is for anybody. Everything is for anybody. And I know a lot of beliefs, God's belief is don't have sex or have babies or anything like that until you get married. Well, the thing is about this and about this whole new deception of generation and everything, and no offense against God or his wishes or his beliefs and how he believes things are done, and I agree with him, but at the same time, it's a whole new time, a whole new limit, a whole new generation. Plus, you get married, and let's say you do wait until you get married, and you get married, and it's somebody you realize later on you didn't want to get married to, and you had kids together, and now you have to deal with this person all this time because that's the father of your kids or the mother of your kids, or they did something to really make you angry, and then y'all get a divorce. I mean, then you have people who do have sex and have kids, and they could be together, but never get married, and still be happy, but maybe not happy, and then they break up, or like they have kids together without getting married, or and they still live a normal life. And some people just ain't never gonna get married. Let's put it like that. And some people who do get married, they basically wind up heading for divorce. And a lot of people always make up some excuse, some reason for divorce. And then you can't really trust nobody nowadays in a marriage, or if your partner's cheating on you, doing something, or what they're doing. So marriage is not really, I feel like nowadays people take marriage as something as a joke and a sorry excuse. And I'm like, why wait to get married and you could do this stuff without getting married and still live a happy life? Now, I'm not saying I'm going against judgment or beliefs. I would never try to do that. I love God. You know this. Well, some of you know this, but not all of you. But anyway, you do not have to be married to have sex or to have a baby or have kids. And there's no reason people should judge you for that. You have no right to judge them. And people, like, marriage is something that could easily end at any time. Like, some marriages, like, people getting married and probably getting ready to get divorced an hour later or less, or a few days or a few months, and then it's over, or a year and it's over, or a few years and it's over. Like, the stupidest thing I ever heard out of people's mouths is said, yeah, they got together, they were married, and they were married for this so long. It was like they've been married for so long and this and that they decided it was time to move on and go their separate ways and, move on with each other. Then you had no business getting married in the first place, you dummies. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. But that's not what marriage is. Then, if that's all marriage is, and the way people treat marriage now and talk about marriage, they treat it like a big joke. Like it's nothing serious. For all that, you might as well not get married and still do the things you do and have a good life. Now, also, with this thing, when it comes to, I'll put it in this way. When it comes to women I'm going to mention this about this situation, okay? Women say they want their guys to wait for them, right? And they want them to wait this long or this long and that long, or wait until they're married, until they're ready to get married, and they don't want to rush into it, and they don't want to give up anything. But a guy can't help it, and he needs that to like calm him down sometimes a bit, and sometimes you need to give it to him. I know sometimes you say you don't feel like it, you don't want to, but I mean, sometimes he needs to get that done and get rid of that feeling, and it's satisfying. I mean, it's just like he needs that, and whether you're married or not, or whether you feel like it or not, but sometimes you just gotta do it. But I'm not saying this for force women to, just have sex with their boyfriends or their men, or not have them wait. But I'm talking about guys have needs, and when they can't, for so long, we can hold out but for so long. Then after a point, it starts driving us crazy. Some a lot quicker, and then we start getting mad, acting angry. And you wondering why we doing the stuff we do is because our needs haven't been met. And then if we go out and do it to get our needs met by another woman, God forbid, but then you come back in mad at us, yelling at us, cussing us out, when twisted on us, when I'm sorry, I'm still working on that. When you know darn well y'all women do the exact same thing, and then you go and cheat on us, or you go do this because you didn't get your needs met, or you weren't satisfied with your needs, what you were getting, so you go out and do it with somebody else and still try to keep the relationship you're in. And for whatever reason, I don't know, it could be whatever reason, both you guys and the woman, it could be whatever reason, for any guy, for any woman. And it's just not right. It's just not fair to either you, to either the guys or the women, to the women or the guys. But it's like, you don't have to wait till you're married to have sex. I'm just saying, because some people in their lives, they ain't never gonna get married. They ain't never gonna have the chance. They ain't never gonna be able to get married. And that's basically saying like their needs can never get met because they ain't married and they don't deserve it. And marriage is not something you just throw away just because you've been together but so long and so many years. And if you were just going to be together for these many years and then after that you were just going to call it quits, you wasted a whole bunch of years together and time. And just because it was time for y'all to go y'all separate ways because you've been together too long, that was really messed up and a waste of time and money. Marriage costs a lot of money and it takes a lot of time. And when these people put you together and marry y'all together, and y'all had commitments that y'all made to each other, commitments and vows. Now, once you make those commitments, you are honored to keep those commitments by God's law. And most of you nowadays just don't. Let's face it, you just don't. But I'm talking about when it comes to marriages and relationships and stuff. And a lot of y'all hide your stuff. But it's just, if you really want something, get it. And do right by it. And give in. And do what you want to do with them. And they give up what they want with you. It's 50-50, equal. Now, I love everyone that watches me and supports me, understands me where I'm coming from. And if any kids is watching this, I want you to know, if you find that special one in your life and they're doing you right and sacrificing everything for you and you love them so much and they mean everything to you and they do for you and they give, both for you got women and guys, little children, little boys and girls. If you find that boy that really does for you and loves you all the time and do anything for you and loves you so much, and if that girl loves you so much and she do anything for you and make all sacrifices for you, you keep that person around and in your life. It's something special. And if they're doing you right and put up with all your things that you put up with, that they put up for you and still stay there because they love you so much, you remember to never let them go, because eventually they will get tired of it and they will leave. And try to focus better on what you can fix and make it a healthy relationship, and don't want to lose them, and work on what you can do to fix it and stay together. And y'all both have to commit and put in the work and the effort and give each other what y'all want and need. Now, sometimes I understand it's hard, but you got to make your partner feel like they're loved. Make them feel wanted. Make them feel appreciated. Make sure you do anything to make them happy, no matter what it is. And if they need some, relief, or if they need some sex, give it to them. If they need something done for them, to help decorate or move around the house, help them. Or if they need you to help pay some try your best. As long as they're trying their best, I mean really trying their best, and don't show like they ain't showing no effort at all, and they keep doing the same thing over and again, then give them a chance. Keep working with it. But long as you try to keep staying in it and it's not working, and they keep doing the same thing and not appreciating you, and they saying they trying, but it don't look like it at all. Sometimes if you really want to be with them and you don't want to let them go, you don't have to leave them, but you do have to get away from them and show them that you're not going to put up with that anymore, and that you mean what you say, and that you have to change, and you have to start doing what's best for me and you and us. And if you have a family together, and what's best for the kids. Now also, give up certain things for them, and you give up certain things for them too. Women give up certain things for the guys. Guys give up certain things for the women. And sometimes sacrifice, do something even you ain't even comfortable with, just to make her happy or just to make him happy. And if you suffering, and your guy or your woman wants you to move in with her, or he wants you to move in with him, you might want to take the chance to move in. But I'm not saying if you just starting again in a relationship or right away. But if you know that person for so long, I mean, you should try it at least after y'all been together for a little while, and see where it goes, see what happens. But you ain't gotta rush it. Take your time, but also at the same time, let them feel and let them know that you love them. And don't spend most of your time hanging out in the streets or hanging out with other people doing that and this and making them feel lonely and rejected. Because if you keep doing that, they might turn their attention to somewhere else when somebody else comes along and they appreciate them and showing the love and care that you not giving them, and they might try to avoid falling into that, but feel the emotions and feelings and feeling mistreated and unloved might get to them, and they just fall into the trap. There's nothing, and they try to fix it, but they don't know how. And they try to make it up to you, but it's like, it's not all their fault. Sometimes it's your fault. Sometimes, guys, it's your fault and our fault. Sometimes women, it's your fault. Sometimes it's both of your faults. Sometimes you just need to learn how to make a sacrifice. And if you can't feel like someone's making a good enough change for you and doing right for you, and you don't feel like they're doing it for you, and they willing to sacrifice or give what you want, or they say, well, they will do this and they will do that, but they won't do this and they won't do that, and it's like they're not gonna even try to attempt to give you what you need, what you're trying to feel. I don't know what to tell you about that one. Only you can answer that for yourself. But sometimes, as much as you hate it, as much as you don't want to, sometimes you just gotta let it go until they can decide what, if they are willing to do all and everything they can to do to make it up to you and please you, and not promise you things and then take it back and say they're not going to do this and they don't want to do, they don't, and say you're forcing them to do something you're not trying to force them to do. And know that they love you and they are willing to do anything for you, and they just want to be there for you by your side forever, and they just love you for you. And with this, I say good luck, people. I love you guys. Bye.